plus years. And I've spent a lot of time exhibiting in other states for many years. And more recently, things have really changed for me. Some of you know that story because I spoke here a few months ago. And I'm starting to plug into my local community of artists and women, and it's been absolutely wonderful. So I'm happy to meet all of you. I look forward to knowing more about you.
I'm Janice Marstein. I'm a professional artist and have been so since 1971.
Congratulations. Deciding to the class and theater performances.
I'm artist myself or something.
And I really enjoy your performance. I started eating because you have to sit to get full.
Accomplishment is my 3 grandchildren. 2 are married and they all live in Georgia, which is where I moved from to San Antonio a little over 5 years ago. Met Karen at the Plaza Club, and she and everyone else has made me feel so welcome here in Texas. And I'm so glad she started having these luncheons on Sundays because I work for the Air Force and Civil Engineer Center, so I couldn't come during the week, but I'm so glad I could come on the weekend. So look forward to seeing more of y'all.
Hi, I'm Lisa Gorman. Some of you may know me as Lisa Gates. I recently got married, and I've known Karen for longer than I've known my husband. Karen's like sister to me. She's amazing. Anybody that knows Karen, introduce her. About her. I'm a grandmother. I take care of my grandkids. My daughter has stage 4 colon cancer and lung cancer. And prior to that, I was a parole officer and babysat Channel 5. But so that's all I do right now. And I like art and I like hanging out with ladies.
Thank you for coming, Mom.
The next
Hi, everybody.
My name is Pamela. So I'm going to be here with all you guys. I look forward to meeting everybody. I'm an artist. I'm a painter. And I don't know, Mom and my daughter are married for 30 years.
Hi, I'm Barbie Sanchez, and I do special events. And I do quite a bit of work with the American Heart Association. It's in my... I lost my dad to heart disease, so it's in my passion and in my heart to continue to help the association. So I do a lot of work with them. It's always a little touching to talk about it, but I met Karen a couple of months ago through a friend of mine. Actually, a friend of mine, Destiny. I don't know if you all know her, but I'm grateful to have met her, and I'm grateful to be here. It's really nice. Thank you. My turn. Oh, you're fine, sweetie. Okay, hi, how you doing?
Okay, hi, I'm Cynthia George Moses. I am a retired teacher and an artist now. Just saw my first commission painting the other day for 300. Really nice one. It was a painting of a friend of mine from my high school and her father on a horse in Junction, so to remember her memories. So she loved it, which I'm really thrilled. So I'm really excited to be here. And so Sarah was late. My GPS internet went out, so I was like, oh my God! You don't know how much we rely on technology these days. So glad to be here. I was so excited to come here today. I was here like 40 minutes ago, so.
My name is Dorothy Dawson. I'm retired real estate sells them. I did that for 40 years.
Wow.
And I'm very proud to say I'm the mother of Cindy Taylor. And I'm here for another week. And then she's going back home with me and we're going to have Christmas. Thank you.
And what she didn't tell you, she is this close to being 90 years old. Wow. And Pat, she's also my best friend, just like you are with your precious daughter. So my name is Cindy Taylor. Karen is just a dear friend. We have done, Mom and I, 3 events with Karen this week. That's how we love her. It's a pleasure to be here. I ran the South San Antonio Chamber of Commerce for 23 years. I left there 7 years ago and am now doing something even more exciting than what I did over there. And it's creation of a county park. We're restoring a 137-year-old ruin on the Mission Reach of the Riverwalk. And we will be open probably in February. And you will hear all about it because it is a huge public-private undertaking. So I'm real proud of that. And before Ms. Cara speaks, one of our next fundraiser for the Hot Wells Conservancy is Valentine's Day. Yes. I don't have a man, don't need one, don't want one.
Should we raise our glass to that?
So Valentine's Day, don't scare me a bit. We are having a wonderful Valentine's Day event at the Roosevelt Library. And Miss Cara Stevens is our singer, and her pianist will be there. It's going to be a lovely event.
It'll be
At Leland Stone.
My name is Cara Stevens, and I do not have a man also. And I'm married to my music, and I'm a professional singer-songwriter here in San Antonio, and just made Singer and Entertainer of the Year on the Thank you. But I do all events. I'm with the band Carol also. We have a duo ranging all the way up to a 5-piece band. And my amazing pianist, who's of course not with us today, he's played for Maria Muldaur, James Brown, Cleo Lang, a fabulous jazz pianist. But I guess if you would ask what kind of singer I am, I range from jazz, blues, soul, a little bit classical.
Before I introduce myself, I wanted to give a special thanks for Cindy and her work and the service that she does here for our community. If it weren't for people like Cindy and the community service that you're doing, Barbie, and the rest of the people that are here, Ellie, and so forth, our community wouldn't be what it is today. So thank you for that. My name is Sabrina Avila. I'm the birthday girl. Wow, happy birthday to you as well. So happy birthday to all the Sagittarius people. Yes. So I own a business consulting firm. I've been around since 2002, and so I help anywhere from the taco truck guy to UTSA Institute of Tech and Culture. So I have a huge array and industry of clients that I assist. We have some artists and things like that are our clients as well. So it's very diverse, and we also invest a lot in our community, making sure that we build our clients up to that next level so that they can also contribute to our community on a financial standpoint and on an economic standpoint. So that's what I do, and I'm here because my best friend Ellie invited me, and she knows how much I love art and how I love women, and it likes to get me around women because honestly, in the business that I do, I'm constantly with men. Almost every business owner I deal with is a man, like 98% of it. So I like to be around women as well, so she knows my heart. And so this is her gift to me, was to be here with you great, amazing women. So thank you for that birthday gift.
I'm Elizabeth Eguia Garcia, I go by Ellie, and currently I'm working with Project Quest. We recently announced that we've elevated San Antonio in Texas by receiving one of 10 $1 million grants that were awarded throughout the country. So you know Zuckerberg from Facebook, and he gave a portion of that funding, and so did Rockefeller Foundation. And so it's really taken workforce development, economic development, the good work that the city is doing to a whole other level. Me professionally, I've been doing fundraising for 20 years and communications for 20 years, and I'm raising my son here in San Antonio, which I think is the best place in the world.
Absolutely. It is true.
Yes.
It's true.
My name is Lorena Alvarez Brown with an E at the end. Karen? No, I'm kidding. Anyways, that's my name. Yes. I own Alvarez Decor, and I'm an interior designer. And I specialize in color consultations. And I help people bring that wow to their environment. And sometimes people don't know what to do and how to do it, and I just consult and hold their hand, and we create something.
You make the magic happen.
I make the magic happen. And it's a lot about colors everywhere. And as you know, artists and everything, it's a lot about your emotions. It's a lot of psychology. It's a lot of getting in touch, not just coming and painting, just getting in touch with the people that, you know, to bring out the best in them and live in a good environment that they feel happy. Pretty much.
My name is Giselle Diaz. I have known Karen for over 5 years now, and we love her cooking. And lovely lady. But I'm very happy to be here and joining all of you in this wonderful luncheon. I am an artist. I am a painter.
An incredible artist.
I like to support women, and we just did a show at Freight Gallery. It was called Essence for 10 Latina artists. Pamela joined. He was part of one of the painters, and Giovanna too. And we had a year of experience and knowledge, and we had a wonderful time. So I like to curate art for women, and also I like to paint.
That's awesome.
Alright, I think it's my turn. My name is Giovanna DiZurita, and I'm a local artist. I've been doing this for full-time job for 4 years now. I'm super proud to be here, super happy, excited to see so many new faces. I tend to go to so many events, but I like to meet other people. That's the part of expanding a little bit of your soul and getting to meet other ones. And so I'm here today to tell you a little bit about how I started, but I would like to go back in time and tell you, before I even was born, a little bit about my parents, so that you can understand where I'm coming from. So I was raised in Mexico, but born here. My parents, both of them were Mexican. Are Mexican. That doesn't go away. My mom came from a wealthy background. My dad came from not so wealthy background. And that combination and the age they were when they met, my mom got pregnant at 17. My dad was 18 or 19, and they decided to have me, even though they weren't married, and for an entire year they lived separately. I actually went to their wedding, as unconventional as that is, and it was an incredible and difficult experience for me, at the same time, I thank God for everything that happened in my life, and I'll tell you a little bit about it because I think it's very beautiful that today I can actually see from a different scope that everything we go in life, actually it's for our benefit, even if it's really, really difficult things. So, I was raised in Mexico once again. I was born in 1992. I'm 26 years old. And when I was a child, I was raised in a home that had a lot of love and a lot of problems. Economical problems and a lot of psychological problems too. Because my parents, even though they tried really hard and I love them, and thank God today they are in another situation. But I lived a life where they were constantly getting a divorce. So at first it was like, no, please don't. You know, the whole traumatic experience of crying and going to bed holding my parents' photograph and praying, please God, help me like go through this and them not getting separated. And then 4 years later, my brother Alexis was born, and the family was back into place again for a couple of years. And then my little brother was born 2 years after that. He's 6 years younger than I am. And at the same time, another of these big separations were happening. And my dad had an affair with a woman, so I have another brother. Same age as my little brother, who I actually love, and he's super awesome. But there was just a lot of things going on. I think I had to kind of grow up really fast and take care of my little brothers. And I think my parents decided to, since they had me so young, they decided to party at, you know, an older age. And so I would stay at home and kind of take care of my brothers, but I was not a cool sister. I wasn't. I had a horrible temper. Horrible. I mean, now I feel bad for them, but back then, that was all I had. And so, in the middle of that situation going in home and then in school, I was going to a private school. And Mexico is very different than here because private schools are the normal schools. There's no public schools that are okay or cool for people that are in a middle economic class. Yeah. And I was in the middle low class, so I was going to a private school. But it was super difficult for me too because I have several issues. And one is that I said I have some kind of dyslexia, not a bad dyslexia, but it was hard for me to read. People would make fun of me because I could never, they would make me stand up in a room and read to the class and then give you, you know, like, oh, a 10 out of, you know, or a 5 out of 10, or a 0 out of 10 in my case, because I couldn't feel comfortable talking in front of people or reading. My parents wouldn't have the money sometimes to actually pay for the school, so they will make me stand up in front of the whole room and tell me, if your parents don't come and pay, you know, for the month, you're not coming tomorrow. Oh, wow. And so I would be, it wasn't nuns. It was a Catholic private school, but it was, I mean, it was like, and so I was constantly feeling like I was in a hostile environment where I was bullied about being poor, because that's what they will call me. Like, oh, if you're not coming tomorrow, it's because your parents didn't pay for this, you know. And I will be missing a lot of school constantly, and the teachers will be really ugly as well to me because of the same situation. Like, you're never here, and I didn't want to tell them the situation that was going on. I was a child then. And so I will have really bad grades, really, really bad temper. Everything will make me upset. And I made anti-boys club when I was 9 years old. And I will tell all my girlfriends, you come to me if a boy hits you or if a boy makes something to do, I'll take care of it. So since I was already like the child who was cared for, I was like, that's okay, at least I did something right. And so they would come, they would tell me like, hey, you know what happened? This guy did this to me, or he hit me, he threw me on the floor, and I will take care of it by going and hitting him back. Oh my God, this is being recorded. And so, I mean, I had horrible reputation among all the teachers in the school. And at the age of 11 or so, my parents told me, you know what, we are going through a financial struggle worse than ever, so we're going to have to try something new. We're going to move to San Antonio, and to me, that moment, it was a difficult situation because I didn't know the language. I had my friends in Mexico, and I had my home, I had everything that I have ever, you know, been part of, even though I was so used to moving from home to home to home to home to home. I was like, finally we have our own home, why are we leaving? I couldn't understand it, I was so upset. And finally we came here, and things didn't get any better at the beginning. I was now bullied because I didn't speak the language, because the way I was dressing up, it was, or dressing, not dressing up, but I was not trying to be different than I was trying to be very normal, and it just wouldn't make sense to society, I guess, and especially in middle school. So I would also, again, go through the whole thing of, oh my God, you don't have the grades, you don't speak the language, you don't have the money to buy good clothing, you don't have this and that, and I would go back home, and my mom she's adorable, she's like a chichi, everything she thinks is fine. So I would come and say, Mom, I spent all day in the office, they didn't like my parents because it's like this shorter than they supposed to be, and da 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 da. Oh, my child, it's okay. You're gonna live through that, you're gonna be fine. And once again, the little Hulk inside of me, I'll be like, no, Mother! This is not fine. I need to be normal. I need to, you know, be liked by people. And she will always, and my mama too, encourage me to be who I was. Like, stop saying you want to be normal. Stop saying you need to dress like this or like that. And I wouldn't get it. Once again, of course, I was turning 12 to 13. Horrible time to tell a teenager that. And so finally, one day, I come across a book from Dr. Wayne Dyer, and it talks about how we, in our little souls, have like a candle that is light up, and we hold a fire, and this fire needs to always be put off, prendido. And so we light up. This fire that we hold inside in our souls needs to always light up, and every time we have a disappointment or a moment of stress, we need to think of our light. And we need to think it's flickering, but if we hold it together and put it in our hearts and we protect it, it will not turn off. So I learned this thing, and I would try it in my horrible temper moments. And so at around age 10 to 12, I started doing art. And but it will be a very different type of artwork. It was super dark. There was always blood involved, cards with eyes popping out, and I think it was my way of removing my stress and my anger, which I didn't know what direction it was coming from. If it was about family or school or people, society, blah, blah, blah. You never know. I think it was a little piece of everything. So I turned to art to remove this upsetness I had inside, and I remember I would do a thing where I would grab a book, and every time my parents were in an argument, like really bad argument, I would grab a pencil and I would put my mom and my brothers in one side and my dad in a little cell on the other side, and I would put him there, And instead of going and you know, screaming at him or something, because I would get in trouble, of course, I would, you know, punish him in paper. And then I would feel so bad and so guilty about it that I will forgive him there, right there. I'll say, I forgive you, Daddy, and I will open the, and, you know, erase the sale and come back to us and stuff like that. So it was so funny and weird. But it helped. It helped because there's things that my parents didn't know I was going through, but my art knows it. And my art became part of, you know, a relationship. It's not a thing to me, it's a feeling, it's an emotion, it almost as a person, you know, another me, I could see. Exactly. And by the time I get across that book and I was already working on my artwork, I decided, hey, I've been here for a very little time. Most people don't know me. They just know me like the kid that can't speak English. I'm going to reinvent myself. How about I just create this personality? Like, once again, I grab a paper. What would I like to be? I made a list. How would I like to feel? How would I like to be perceived? And I started doing a list. I would love to be just a happy person. Because everybody would say, why are you always angry? Why? And I would think that because you're not angry, and then people tell you, why do you look angry? And you get angry, and you're like, no, I wasn't. But now I am. You know, so in this list, I will make these things that I would like, and I really wish I was, right? And in there, I was like, I want to be confident. I want to be able to speak to people and feel okay with my accent and all the things I didn't feel okay about. I would turn it to the opposite, to the good. And so one day I decided, well, if all these actors you see on the movie theaters can't just act, how about I live a life pretending that I was given a role. And in this role, I am the star. And in this star that I am, this person, it's actually everything I have in my list. I want to be it. So I have to pretend it. Not in a hypocrite way, more if we have it all in us, why not actually grabbing it and doing it? So I remember like the first times that I did that, it was like my palms were sweaty. I was all like, oh God, I'm doing this for the first time. I'm actually going to dress up like I want to and go out and deal with the criticism. Okay, little things like that were the start of all of this. And in one occasion, I went to a karaoke. And I love singing. I'm not a singer, not at all. I went to a karaoke, and one of my fears was to even speak in public or actually sing when you're not a singer. That's even the worst. So I went there and I sang Como la Flor by Selena. And I was like, what would Selena do? So I actually thought about it because I would her. I would see her videos and I was super young, so I did it. And I did it really good. I don't know about the singing, but my skills were there in everything else. I was dancing and pretending that I wasn't nervous, and people ate it. They liked it, and they were all applauding and wow, like, you don't care, this is amazing. My mom came to me, she's a very shy person. She's like, wow, I don't know how you did it. I've been trying to sing in a karaoke for years and I've never really accomplished it. And I was like, me neither. I don't know what just happened. But, you know, it's one of those little stupid things that allow me to, you know, notice that if I was able to do this, which I always thought I could never do, what else can I do? I'm going to test myself. So I reinvented myself. All my friends started to believe that I was the crazy one, the rebel. And when, you know, I made it up. But I would not tell them this. I would be like, yeah, I'm so cool. Whatever. And so years and years passed, and I became 17, and I was not a popular kid in high school because I was too cool for high school people. So I always had older friends, and the high schoolers were trying to be my friends really care about this.
Oh, prom, please.
Prom? Why like prom? You know, like it was so fascinating the change I was having, and so at the age of 17, another kid came to my life. My dad was deported, and we lost everything. This house they bought, but they were making payments on. The 2 cars they had. Well, of course, the family was once again put apart, and my mom didn't know what to do because they were doing so well for the first time in their lives. So good. So much balance was there, and everything was lost. So I told my mom, you know, I think you should stay. I think you should continue with, you know, the business you have so hard worked for. And she said, no, I need to go back to your dad. He needs me there, and the family needs to be together. And I said, okay, I'm sorry, but the family will have to continue with that because it makes no sense that if I was born here, I'm finishing my senior year and all that, I go back and once again you don't have the money to support me in a private school. And here it's free and I have my life, you know. So I decided to stay. They went back, and I think it's been the hardest years of my life, even more than when I was a little girl, where I really felt completely lost, where I felt like there was nothing that I could do about holding my family together and myself. Not only did I feel like I lost my dad, and my mom and my brothers and my home and all that, but I actually felt like I once again I had lost myself. This person I had created for me wasn't there because I had lost all, you know, this comfort of knowing who I was. And so I had to move from the class that I was going to graduate from, the high school I went for 4 years, to another one to live with an uncle. And then there I was trying to figure out how to learn to drive. I had 3 jobs. One of them was caregiver for the blind and daycare. The other one was with a magazine, and the other one was cleaning houses. So I was trying to make some money and not give such a hard time to my parents. But at the same time, I remember I told my mom, please don't call me like ever. Don't call me any day. Because I couldn't handle hearing her voice. And not being able to be there. I was so miserable. I didn't want her to hear me, how miserable I felt and how bad my life felt at the moment. I really wanted her to feel like everything was okay so that she could continue with taking care of my brothers. And since I wanted to pretend I was so cool and so strong, that just didn't make sense to me to cry. And I couldn't handle like just her saying, hey, how are you doing? I couldn't say I'm okay, I would cry. So I asked her not to call me. And as a good mom, she didn't call me. And so that was really hard for me because in a way, I felt like I wanted her to be there even the moments I was pushing out. And she was going through a lot. So to me, it was like, I think her life is way harder than mine. I cannot bother her with anything. And I continue with my work and high school and all that. And I remember at night I would cry every single night. Every single night. And not only because they weren't there, but because I was going through so many emotions, like just the loss of everything. And knowing my parents were back to nothing, they didn't have a home. And I I didn't know what to do. I had a scholarship to go to Incarnate Word, and what they needed was paperwork giving them an idea of how much money my parents were making, and they were making none. So I lost my scholarship, and once again I was like, what am I gonna do? I've been working so hard in school, going to AP classes when I didn't even know the language, doing so great with my grades, you know, and what am I going to do if I don't even have now the money or the scholarship or the parents or anybody to guide me? And so I took 1 year off, since I lost my scholarship. What else are you gonna do, right? And so for an entire year, I cleaned houses. That's all I would do. Clean houses and caregiver. And I will paint, of course, on the side. And that was the only thing that would make me feel happy. And everybody keeps saying to me, oh my God, if you are an artist, you're just going to starve to death. Like, you actually need to have a job, a real job. Everybody starts out, a real job. And so I was like, okay, I'll just go to start. Somehow he stole 2 pieces of artwork, and he took it to sell them in a vintage shop, and they sold. So then he came to me and he said, by the way, do you know that, the pieces of art that you said not to grab, not to sell, blah, blah? And I'm like, yeah? Well, I actually sold them. I took him to my shop, and this happened, and I was about to be so upset, and then I thought, wait a minute, they sold? And so that was a moment, I guess, that reminded me, wow, why don't you come up with, once again, this idea of remaking yourself? Stop thinking of yourself as this miserable girl that lost it all, and poor me, and I'm just a housekeeper or whatever. Like, who do you want to be? And what would you like to do? And how would you like to feel? And he said, I think we can actually work to make more of your artwork and sell it. I'll help you with the tables. You need to make all the work. I mean, everything from the finding out about the shows, how it's going to happen, make the artwork, and I'll help you with my knowledge about business. And so I started doing markets, and I literally didn't have any tables to even put my art on them. I didn't know what to price them. Sometimes I would give them away and people get so upset. But I'll be like, but they really like it. And they can afford it. Why not? They're like, well, if they can afford to eat or to leave or to have that wheelchair, they can afford to buy the art, I'm sure. We're not that expensive. So it's so funny because we started doing that, and maybe 2 years after or so, Univision contacted me. I started doing like TV shows here and there. I started showing at little places, keep doing the first Fridays and the markets, and little by little I got tables to put my artwork on, and then easels and all this. But since I was self-taught, there was so many things that I had no idea. And I remember I would see all these artists. I would paint in a bar and live, and then at the end they will auction the pieces, and I will admire all these artists who are there, and I will try to talk to them and see like what would you recommend, can you guide me, and all these things. And some of them would, some of them will be actually very mean, but I thought that was just a normal thing. And suddenly, a year after that, I started noticing that by saying yes to everything from custom pieces, even if I had no idea how to make it, they would tell me, hey, can you paint this? And I would say, yeah, of course, what size? Okay. And then I would get home and literally think, what did I just do? I have no idea where to start. But that, once again, the idea of you can do it. There's nothing you cannot do. Like, that guided guide me, and today I can tell you that a year after that I opened my gallery. I won Gallery of the Year.
Oh,
And And then this year I won Visual Arts of the Year, Fashion Artist of the Year, Socialite of the Year.
This is your year. Wow. This is your year.
It really
continues.
I believe it's And so it's just a beautiful thing to remember where I was, the things I wanted to see and do, and now to be able to actually just travel the world to get inspiration for future paintings and ideas and crazy stuff that I never really thought of. And to be able to, now I go to different universities and places to give a little speech to everything from kids, students, teachers, and it's just like, no way. What can I tell a teacher that the teacher doesn't know? It's just a beautiful thing that it's a story. What you go through, you don't have to teach them about how to do something. It's about how I did it. Maybe it can help you. And just a different perspective about life. And now a lot of people say all the time, you're always happy. Oh, your life is so great. Everything's so perfect, so easy. And I'm like, easy? No. Not easy to maintain the work and the actual whatever I win. It's a constant hassle. But we need to do that either way for any kind of job. Why not do it for ourselves? So my husband, he's my manager. And I can tell you he's 90% a manager and 10% a husband. And I thank him for that because I don't think I will be here without his help. I think he hasn't not just pushed me, he actually threw me out of a plane. When you are so afraid, he didn't give me a push, he threw me. And that throw was what I needed. Because I don't think I respect anybody's opinion more than I respect his. And not because he's my husband, because I know that his mentality is grow. How do I expand you? And this is as much as you need to do, and it's freaking hard. Because I have to give up a lot of sleep, a lot of dates. There's no dates unless we're traveling. There's no regular life. It's always work. Even when I'm in my worst cramps and, yesterday he didn't notice because he was moving some furniture. He hit me in the forehead so hard. I fell down and I started crying on the floor and he's with a client on the phone and I'm like coughing at him and he's like, you said you got it. And I was like, I could not say that. And I was crying. And he's with the client. He didn't stop or say, I'm so sorry. He's like, with the client. So I have to keep it up. And then I stand up and I was in this event. So with the tears in my face, I had to smile and everybody's like, are you okay? Oh, you look like you didn't have any sleep. And I'm like, that's why I look like this. That's why the bump in my face. And then he comes up, he's like, I'm so sorry, are you okay? It's been 10 minutes, sweetie. Like, move on. And so, but it's really hard. And my family cannot understand that. They're like, he's too hard. You don't have any rest. You don't have this or that. And I'm like, yeah, but he's as hard as if I had a manager. I would like that manager to be. The only difference is he's my husband, so I have him 24/7. On top of, I wish on top of me now. But
Valentine's Day.
No, but I have him calling me and, on top of the work. So that's what life is about. It's about, yes, challenges, but about learning how to live a life and enjoy every moment, even in the hardest moments. Life just gets harder, but maybe you get better at it, and then suddenly it's not hard for you, even though it is. For other people, it's just a normal type of living your dreams. It's never easy. It's just that you have to really know if you want to give up some stuff to actually make them. Thank you so much for listening.
I got a question for you.
Yes.
At what point, how old were you
When we got married, well, we started living together when I was 19, but we waited 4 years before. I had the ring, but I didn't have the title of a wife, so we waited because I was too young. And we wanted to make sure that it's what I wanted. He knew what he wanted, I knew what I wanted then, but I was like, I don't know, 10 years from now. Like, you know, so it took, now that I'm 26, we've been married for 3 years. Yeah, but living together 7, which is pretty much the same thing. Yes. Ask the universe. Please just, I'm here, I'm ready. Can you just send me the inspiration? Because I really don't think that the skills are mine. I'm not a religious person, but I believe in God. And I believe that whatever skills I have come from something else, not me. Because when I allow my ego to come in the picture, I can't do it. When it's like, oh, I will make this happen, I know it's not me. And I can't work like that. I have to say, I'm open to do it. I know I can with your help.
Here I am.
Exactly. And what was the other question?
Your future goals. Is there a goal that you have at this moment that
Yes.
you're reaching for?
I like to say to every year. So, I mean, literally I talk to the year. 2015. Welcome, you know. And this year I want to expand internationally. I love San Antonio and I love the US and everything, but I need more. More so I can share the story and so I've just noticed that sharing my story has helped some people. They actually like come to me and tell me how much it helps, and to me it's like so easy. It's like just sitting down and telling you something, and somehow it clicks on them. So when I noticed that I'm here more than to become a great painter. I'm here to tell a story and to show others, especially younger generations, that it's not about how popular you are, it's not about how much money and what brands you use and all these things that we are bombarded by society. And so, you know, even though I love, you know, nice clothes and everything, I can tell you this is Agassi. This was like $10. This was from a vintage place, and I just added the pearls. Like, be creative, make your own type of beautiful, but you don't belong to a brand. The brand gives you a little touch, or you give the brand. You just think about it. Like, you are who you are, and as beautiful as a walking masterpiece because of your uniqueness. And so that's, I think for this year, I want to expand internationally, not only with the art. I think I can do more than that. I think with the art I can help, because I work with nonprofits. I like to raise money for them. I like to know that I'm not just here to be cool and, you know, go to events and be known. I want to do more. What can I do for the world or the community or a nonprofit? I want to do bigger things than just getting awards and stuff like that. So international level, big time next year for sure.
It's gonna happen. Good job.
I saw a little bit that you went to Paris, right?
So I went to Paris, yes, and then Spain. And I did 2 interviews in Madrid and a little exhibition in Barcelona.
Wow.
Yes. And it's so funny how the stories go, because you think, oh, once you're in a certain level, things just go easy, and it's not. Today days before I went to the exhibit that I was originally gonna do in Spain, it got canceled 2 days before. I already had everything planned and everything, and I had to find out a way to make it happen. It was in the news. I was telling everybody was expecting this, and it got canceled. So I sent a lot of emails. We spent days and days trying to make it happen. Well, days and days, the 2 days we had. It felt like a lifetime, I can tell you that. And we got those interviews, we got that exhibition, we got to meet a lot of artists from Barcelona. And it's like it worked out even better than what I had. But it was so much more work than I was expecting at the moment. And it's just like, things like that will keep on continuing happening.